What's going on, guys? This is Jake with KMC Chains here. Today we're going to be showing you guys how to change a chain on a bicycle. We're down here at Crazy Bear Bikes in Laverne, California, so let's get started. So the way we're going to start this process is we're going to take our digital chain checker that we've got here. We're going to set it on the chain on multiple different points in order to get a reading to see how stretched out this chain actually is. Now, once we've verified that the chain is in need of some repair, what we're going to do is we're going to take our missing link openers and we're actually going to start removing this chain. Next step in this process, after we've removed those master links, is actually going to be physically taking the chain off of the bike. So we're going to do that real quick, sort of just feed it through here, just like so, making sure that we don't smack anything on the way down. And there we go. So now that we have the chain removed off the bike itself, we're going to start by grabbing a new chain off the wall, putting it on the bike itself. This is the X11 SL from KMC in our titanium nitride gold coating. The cool part about this X11 SL, we've got the hollow plates, hollow pins, just as strong, a lot lighter, a lot more efficient for your drivetrain, and it looks cool at the same exact time. So once we have this out of the box itself, we're going to actually measure this chain on the bike. So now that we've got the new chain out of the box, we're going to start to thread this through the drivetrain and start to get it to a point where we can actually measure that chain out properly. So now that we have the chain on the bike itself, the way we're going to measure this chain is a little bit different than you may think. What we're going to do is we're going to actually take this chain and pull it close together until the spring engages on the derailleur. So as soon as we start feeling just a little bit of tension, just like that, we're going to find our spot right here, right where that chain matches up, leaving enough room for our missing link. So now that we've measured out the chain and know exactly where to cut it, we can take our chain cutting tool that we have here from KMC, and we're going to actually start to physically cut that chain. So the way we're going to do that, we're going to find our spot that we marked out. We are going to get some room on the actual chain itself. We're going to place that link right there, right where we need to cut it, and slowly but surely start to cut that chain. And there we go. We've got ourselves a chain that is now detached, and we have a properly lengthed chain. Now, if we take a little bit of a closer look at the chain here, you'll notice that the two ends of this chain are both the inner plates. So that is because we're going to be attaching our missing link to this chain. So now that we've got our chain properly cut and attached back on the bike, what we're going to do is we're going to start attaching the missing links. So there's a couple different ways to do it. We have our handy dandy KMC chain aid with us. You don't have to use this in order to attach it, but it does make things a heck of a lot easier. So the way we're going to do it is we are going to start pulling some tension in the derailleur itself. So we're going to attach one side of this guy, pull this guy a little bit tighter in just a sec here. Let me put those guys down. Pull this a little bit tighter on this side. And we're going to attach that right on there, giving us a little bit more slack in the middle here. And now we've got some chain to work with down here. So now that we've got the chain on the bike and we have our handy chain aid on there, we're going to start attaching the missing links themselves. We're going to make sure that these are on opposite sides of the chain, leaving enough room for that back side of the pin in there. And then we're just going to slide these two together. We're not going to connect them just yet, but just enough tension so that they stay on there. Now that we've got the missing link attached to the chain itself, we're going to connect it so it's got that nice and strong bond on there. There's a couple different ways to do it. What we are using right now is our KMC chain closer. This just helps close that missing link. There's another way to do it that I'll show you here in just a bit. Now, you're not always going to have that chain tool with you, so what you can also do to attach that link is you can pull both of those brakes and actually stomp on the pedal itself and get that link to click into place. Sweet. Now that we've got the missing links attached, we're going to just shift through the bike real quick, making sure that everything's okay. Alright, so now that we've got that chain attached, we know it shifts really well. Just some basic drivetrain maintenance stuff. So for the road guys out there, we're going to be making sure that this thing is lubed up every 2 to 3 rides. Now for the mountain bike crew out there, we're going to be lubing this thing up every single time we take it out. So, that's all we've got for today, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for some more how-to videos coming very soon. But for now, ride safe out there, and we'll see you soon.